Welcome back to another episode of XCOM2 Long War 2. This will be Operation Ice Blade, where we'll be hacking the hidden resistant computer using a specialist and a rookie. So no doubt this is going to be a very interesting mission. Given that our sergeant's a TSGT, I don't know what the name is for, but more importantly, it's like we got a super high ranking officer with a newbie, so it's going to be a bit of an interesting scenario, and hopefully we'll be able to kind of just like duck in, hack, duck out, and run to the evac within the next turn. Obviously the rookie is there for backup, but he will obviously be, as much as I hate to say it, kind of a bait for if we get into too much trouble such that we need to bail out. So we'll see what happens.
S2E66, this is Avenger. The access point we're after is just ahead. Move to secure the area. Expect hostile resistance.
Alright, so as always, we've got to bear in mind that the specialist's got to be the one to hack the computer first, and the rookie will kind of just be providing support for the most part, so we should probably just pop
on the move.
And that means we've got Advent already.
Hostile forces spotted.
Okay, I think that makes our route fairly straightforward in that we head this way. So, head the rookie over.
Roger that.
And then glitch. Ooh, glitch. Been a while since we've seen you in action.
Roger that.
So we've got this, and then you could probably hack that. Override? Nah, it's not gonna work. Alright, let's not get you too close to the what's the name.
Moving to position.
So this should be fine for now. We can avoid that left group and then kind of trek across that way as long as there isn't another mob like blocking our way on the other side. Just hoping to sneak past this way, so we'll
move into designated position.
Take a peek around the corner. So far we don't see anything. So now the question is like which window can we hack through? I think the best window would actually kind of be like from the back. So we want to try and get to the back of the building, but that really depends on where Advent will be. So we don't want to be too aggressive in that regard. Just enough to see what's happening.
On the move.
Alright, so far. So I'm gonna put him here because like if I put him here and there's like an Advent troop over there,
okay,
might not be too good for the rest of us, and then we'll get glitch kind of just like over here.
Rolling.
So when it's time to hack the cache and call evac, everything's gonna be done by the specialist. And the specialist's gotta do the hack and evac in the same turn. So I think that would be pretty much the best way to go about it. Okay, so we want to try and sneak in from the back. Just want to make sure that they can see you through the window there. So first we got to make sure that we can't see any Advent.
Confirmed.
Okay, so
the aliens may have cleaned up the design, but these monsters are no better than the ones my father dealt with.
we're already dealing with Archons. That is lovely. Well, that is interesting. And frightening and scary.
Position confirmed.
So what I want to do now is, oh, there's another mob over there. Okay, so might just have to see where we can dash across. But I just saw a glimpse of a Viper there, so we should be very careful. I feel like it's probably a good idea to actually sneak up here, and then we'll see which way we can circle around. But the problem is we don't know if like the Vipers may actually climb up this roof. Probably not, but we're honestly not too sure. So I'm going to pull him back a little. I want to pull him back a little.
That's affirmative. Just
so that we don't get caught out by the Vipers on the other side. So I'm going to pull you back as well. Alright, they're heading our way, which is not great. The problem is we don't know what's over there unless we actually like look through the door or sneak around the roof. So let's get you over here.
Moving.
That will allow you to see through the window. And you don't see anything, which is not good, but not that bad. Not bad
Headed
either.
there now.
So the only thing we know is that we can go up on the roof fairly safely, but the problem is we don't know where they are, so it's gonna be tricky.
That's affirmative.
We'll get you in the middle there so that you can't be seen.
Location.
Okay, so we don't know where. Actually, we can cheat. We can cheat by looking for tiles that we cannot step on, but that actually might take a while. The other problem is that we don't know, like, specifically which way they may have patrolled. So, just looking for tiles. I know I saw the Viper around here. So, if I'm looking for tiles that we can't step on, it doesn't seem to be any around here. So, we're gonna sneak a peek around the corner.
Headed there now.
There they are. Okay. That's actually not too bad. We can still sneak behind. But the problem is they're gonna be very close. And their sight range is actually quite big. So, there's not much we can do. Except stick around and then hope they move away far enough to... They're so close. Okay,
Overwatch. Moving to Overwatch.
See which way to move. Alright, moving away, that's fine. Oh, this mob from the left. This first mob we saw is coming. Okay. Okay. So... And I put my the specialist should be on this side, unfortunately, so... Okay, so if I put him here, he'll be able to see the... Okay. How many turns for evac? 2 turns. Okay. So... What we'll do is that we'll get our specialist over here, where he can see the thingy. And then...
Roger that.
So far so good. And then we're gonna have the rookie kind of just like...
Commander, we have confirmation of the exposed access point.
The other thing we can do actually is we pull back this way. And we actually try and move out of sight before we hack the what's-the-name. Because we know there's a mob in there. And I guess there's like a couple of full cover spots we can hide behind before we actually get the ball rolling.
Roger that.
Wish me luck. Alright, they're coming in our direction, which is interesting. There's the Guardian. Don't know about the rest though. Alright, so I need you to move somewhere where you can still see the machine, but not the mobs. We're gonna pull back over here. The rookie is gonna pull back all the way over here. Now you can actually still see the... No, it's the rookie that can see the Guardian, so we're gonna move so that he doesn't see the Guardian.
Got it.
Okay, so the outer sight, so we're gonna take... So we're gonna call evac now, and hack the workstation at the same time. Well, I suppose it doesn't actually matter, but we'll call it in the corner here. It should be good enough.
Get me out of here!
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
Ooh, we get a supply cache. Please do. Oh, we wouldn't have gotten 2 new rebels. Alright, well, supplies are always very welcome.
I'm in.
Alright, well, we'll see if they come this way. If not, then we should be... Here they are. Oh, that's not good. That's a mech as well. And they get shots. That is lovely. Right, okay, so we just need to survive for 1 turn, that's all. Now, you can interference, and then you can A protocol. Can you hack the mech, shut down? That one should be quite nice, actually. So, how big can a smoke grenade can cover both of us? So you got an A protocol yourself, and then you're gonna hunker down,
Maintaining position.
and then this guy's gonna throw a smoke grenade. Actually, probably should have thrown the flashbang, but we'll throw a smoke grenade. Let's hope none of them resort to using artillery, but we'll see what happens. Alright, that's another mob. Okay, what are you gonna do? That's not good. Critical? Wow, that is... Oh, he's a grenadier. Shit. Oh, going on Overwatch, alright. Oh, double move, okay.
This is Firebrand. Time to go.
Alright. I want to trip the grenadier. I want to run the Overwatch, so I'm gonna have him move first, and then yellow move back to the evac.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Alright. Alright, we expected that. Then let's get you back to the evac, and then you can run to the evac.
Whatever you say.
Bye, Evan. It's been fun.
Evac confirmed.
All surviving XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand returning to base.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
So, we kind of expected that from the mech, but I suppose one of the things we could have done is shut him down, but the problem with that was that basically the percentage was too low to risk it, so it would have otherwise been a wasted turn. So, the other thing to do to avoid like him throwing a grenade is that we could just move far away enough from him, and then he could have just yellow moved. But the main problem was basically the Overwatchers. So I think what I can do, because basically like we've been like, it's sort of like every time we stack up the defense with smoke grenade, A protocol, and hunker down, the mech is like a mech or a grenadier is always going to run up and throw a grenade when they can. So it's like it feels like we need a way to deal with them, like maybe flashbang grenades that can disorient them. But although I think only grenadiers get that perk, so it's definitely a few things to think about. But well, I suppose for now I'm just glad everyone made it out alive, and we got some supplies, and some I think some intel as well. But it's the supplies that's great.
To exceed expectations while working with limited resources.
Wow, look who decided to follow his buddy. So we get 35 supplies, which is not much, but it's definitely better than nothing. So let's just double check our new specialist. So he's got 16 and 64. It's probably not the best, but not the worst. He could have definitely been a different class, but I'm not gonna be too picky about it. I kind of want to take Melina out of retraining because I can't really justify 20 days for retraining. So I'm gonna just pop her out now. Because even though like for some silly bug that got her to re-click the skill, right now we're kind of a little too invested at the moment to really warrant like basically to warrant like putting a ranger out for 20 days just because of one skill. So it's something we can bear with, so it's not something I'm gonna be like freaking out about. Alright. So we can ambush the troop columns over here, investigate the facility. Don't really have the troops for that. Definitely want to bring along an A team. Recover item from admin facility. Do we have a team for this one? Finally. Well, we have a fresh new specialist ready to go, so I'm very tempted to actually send him in with someone else. Or we can hack the workstation on the admin train. Like to monitor that. No, we can't. Cover item from admin train. Find a leak. Very light. Okay, we could definitely send
Setting course for Sector 2,
our brand new specialists along to this one. Rather convenient, I would say. Alright, so here's our brand new specialist, and along with another rookie. Just, you know, kind of just getting promotions with the rookies without having to stick them in training for 5 days. It's actually kind of like much quicker. So and now I've also equipped both an armor and a vest on him because he has initially starts out with 3 health. So I just want to bump you up to 9, and Shapiro has 9 health along with the vest as well. So we'll send them off, and hope they'll do well for a PM new piece.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.
Okay, so I've got a rookie that just recovered from wounds, so hopefully we'll be able to send him off on another sneaky mission. So alien encryption is finishing in 7 hours, so I'm gonna keep the supplies in case we need them for research. Now the question is like, what should we do from here? That's what I'm wondering. Don't really need to scan in Australia, I guess. We could definitely want to save the supplies. I'm just wondering if there's anything that I've missed. So destroy the alien relay. We're putting a team for that. Neutralize the target. That's not gonna happen because that is very light. Oh, we probably could have gotten in with a very heavy frozen frog. Recover item from an airplane train. Impregnable. Very heavy. That's not gonna happen. Oh. Hack the workstation. Light to moderate. Yeah, we skipped that one. Extract rescue VIP. 20 hours is too small now, unfortunately. Cover an item. 3 days, 4 hours. We could do it if we had another specialist, but that's obviously not going to happen. We've got the lost hours, which we need the A team, so that's definitely not going to happen. So I think we're doing pretty well so far. I hope. Let's go back to building the radio relay.
Course for Eastern United States.
And then once our research comes up, we'll be able to get that going. Hello. 8 days, 3 hours ambush. We've got 8 days, 3 hours. This is really tempting actually. So once our next full squad is ready, we will definitely take an opportunity to do so. So I'm just trying to see. Got okay, so sharpshooter and a ranger. Too many gravely wounded. We've got a couple of people out in 2 days. But then we've got maybe a few more out in 2 days. We could probably pop out a few more advisors, but hopefully we'll be able to get some people who are infiltrating out as well. We will definitely have a couple of people out in 2 days, so it's just a matter of remembering when.
I have made a number of interesting discoveries, Commander.
Well, new facility available, Shadow Chamber. Conduct highly specialized projects to decrypt the alien's most valuable secrets. Sectoid autopsy can now be completed instantly. Well, we'll do that,
Though
please.
I was never witness to one myself. Countless observers attest to the existence of a much smaller, less intimidating variant of the sectoid that took part in the original invasion. In the time since, this new being, the product of clear genetic manipulation, is now a familiar face to our forces operating in the field. The sectoid's rapid physical evolution over the past 20 years is a testament to both the aliens' mastery of genetic engineering and their pursuit of advancement, regardless of the risks.
Well, new research available, psionics, that is no doubt very interesting. Mind shield is nice. Talon rounds, granting bonus critical chance of damage on critical hits. Yeah, that's usually pretty useful. Alright, so psionics, 8 days is actually not bad. I just feel like we should probably work towards the exo armor. We can do Illyrium? No, that's gonna take a while. Topsy, don't really emulate the plasma based explosive for our purposes. The Topsy is actually really tempting. I'm just trying to figure out what we need. We could develop a variant of our plated armor that allows us to add a heavy weapon mount directly to the armor, combining significant defensive and offensive capability in a single suit, or the mobile armor. Light armor suit coupled with the grappling hook. Oh boy. That would be lovely. So it's either the Muton autopsy. Oh, I'm just trying to think the shield barrel or the stun lancer adapted into a weapon our soldiers are already training to use. I mean that basically leads to the new arc blade, which is nice to have. I won't lie. I feel like the Muton autopsy reveals the. Just double check the Muton autopsy. Haven't used this in a while. I know this is not exactly right, but we can definitely use this as an idea. So advanced grenade launcher. Okay, so that's what that leads to. Probably not that useful right now. I mean, would definitely boost the grenades, but right now we kind of use grenades as to blow up cover rather than damage, so we probably don't need the advanced grenade launcher just yet. The problem with battle armor and psionics is that once that comes true, we're gonna need more supplies to build. So, and I guess I'm just trying to figure out what would give us the best immediate effect right now. So, which is kind of a tricky question. I'll be able to mirror some advancements on weapons and robotic systems. I'm gonna go for the better grenade launcher. It's not, maybe not too much of an investment. And he says 8 days, or I suppose. Okay, I'm thinking we don't really need an upgrade in our weapon while we have the Hunter's Axe, so we're not going to worry about that too much. The other problem is that we also need to build it. So I'm going to go for the Mutant Autopsy, and then maybe we research psionics afterwards, because
Central Officer Bradford has personally substantiated claims that the massive frontline unit they call the Mutant was actually at one time even larger than the specimen I have before me today. As it is, the creature is abnormally warm to the touch for a corpse, and I must say, it is quite disconcerting.
Oh, mutants. I always remember when they were back in the Firaxis version of XCOM, so...
New objective added.
Okay, yes.
Having developed a greater understanding of the aliens' encryption methods, we can now construct a facility designed specifically to analyze any materials we recover related to their Avatar project. I would suggest we begin immediately, Commander.
Alright, I'm just trying to see how much the Shadow facility costs. Build time 45 days, holy moly. Okay. Well, it's gonna take 8, but we can always build it on a shielded power coil, so we don't have to worry about it drawing power. So that's something for me to look up, but we won't have to worry about that for the time being. Alright, let's get back to the bridge, and then Amani's out, which is nice. Will to survive, carry on. What I won't be putting another guy into training right now, because we definitely have that one mission we want to keep handy. Oh lordy. 9 days 16 hours, hack the workstation. This one needs a team, because if it's light moderate, we're gonna have a hard time getting in. So I don't think we'll be able to do that. I think it's better if we focus on this one, because basically getting the enemy material with the supplies will be basically ideal. So match squad size 8. Who do we have that is available right now? Got 1, 2, 3, 3. Got someone out in a shinobi out in 1 day. That's not actually quite nice. And 4, 5, 6. And then we can pull some people out of the Haven of Bison. Okay, that's not too bad. And then we can throw in 1 or 2 rookies if there's still space. So we just gotta wait 1 more day, I think. Okay, carry on. So let's head over there first. Which one was it? This one. 6 days, 23 hours. We're kind of pushing it a bit now.
Indonesia.
So we do need a solid team of 6. At least a solid team of 6. Alright, so we've got a bit of a ragtag team where we've got a shinobi with a shadow keeper and of course a bit of extra armor. Both our rangers with pistols and laser rifles, although Painter she has a mag rifle because she's got a lot of aim stacked up, especially with a bunch of Overwatch abilities. So, and as well as an advanced perception sim. So we've got bringing along a rookie for along. He's got 7 health, so he should be able to survive 2 shots. Bringing on Frag and Frost, so which will be useful. Amani has got blue screen rounds, which will make a flashbang disorient mechanical unit. So that's why she's got a flashbang instead of the Frost bomb, so we'll be looking forward to that. So it's gonna be a bit of a contentious mission, especially with Jordan really not being able to shoot. That's why he's sort of equipped with a laser Sten gun, so he can kind of just be a little bit more mobile than we need him to, than he usually is, that is. So we'll send this team off. We've got a fairly reasonable infiltration time, so I'm not too particularly worried, but of course, you know, you still kind of got to take your measures and just make sure, you know, to play well, really.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace, ready to deploy.
There we go. Okay. Oh, we just got 2 people recovering from wounds. Well, they probably could have came along as well. That's a darn shame, isn't it? Alright.
Setting course for the Eastern U.S. precinct.
Okay, so looking forward to reducing the intel cost for a couple of areas. So, okay, so we got a couple of people in. Recover item, that's fine. Hack the workstation, that one's not gonna happen. Hack the workstation. What's happening with this one? Light moderate, that's why we need a full team before we can go into that one. Recover item. Okay, that's definitely way past its use by date now. Alright. Well, back to building the relay. Until something hits 100%. Oh god.
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
1 day, 22 hours. That is even... Really? Should be like... We're gonna neutralize the target 5 days, 18 hours. That's a tricky one. Do we have the team for that right now? So armory, view soldiers, let's see who's available. We've only got a gunner. Got a couple of people that may be available within a day or 2. I know some are infiltrating right now on like a 2-day mission, so I'm not too worried for now. But I think we might pull some people out if we can get together a team of 6. So, like the next bunch of people are not going to be out for a few days, so can't really expect too much from them. I'm actually wondering if I've actually missed some rookies from the black market, or at least some soldiers. So I'll do this. Finish building this first. Something is hit 100%. Which one is it? 36. There we go. Alright. Who's on this one? Alright, so... the newbie team. Alright, well, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video where we'll take on Operation Frozen Fog.